Hey guys, Chris with Smart Home HQ here, and today I want to talk to you about the Zipatile from Zipato. This is available in a black finish or a white finish is what I have. It has Z-Wave and Zigbee and Bluetooth in it. It does communicate over IP, so it can do Nest and Sonos and Philips Hue. It can add all those services in there as well. Now the cool thing about this is it also has a webcam. It is an Android tablet pretty much. It has buttons along the side of it, so you can do custom actions by pressing those buttons. The webcam that's built into it, you can get it from your mobile device, so if you're away from the house you can actually use it as an IP camera, as another source of video to keep an eye on what's going on around the house. The tablet itself has some sensors built into it. It has a noise sensor, a light sensor, humidity, temperature, motion, and shock. So you can add rules and notifications based on the equipment that's already in here. It does have some dry contacts in the back of it too, so if you want to try to use it to control maybe an HVAC system, if it's a simple HVAC system, or if you want to control maybe some actuators or things like that that is powering on and off relays, you can actually use the two outputs in the back of this device. It does have Wi-Fi in there, but it has two micro USB ports. So one's for power and one can be for USB to Ethernet, for example. So you can get data hardline through an Ethernet cable. I've been using mine on Wi-Fi. I've only had a few hiccups. If my wireless goes out, it reconnects automatically. So that hasn't been too much of an issue. So let's show you what's in the box. You have a screen protector like any tablet, iPhone, iPad, mobile device, Android device. It is a device that you're going to be touching all the time, so it's nice to have a little screen protector on there. Maybe you've got young ones, keys, depends on where you put this. It can be wall mounted or it can be just like a table stand. It has the back plate on it kicks out, so it has like a kickstand, so you can sit it on the table or wall mount it. And it's nice that that's built in with the tablet, so you don't have to worry about buying a fancy mount to kind of make it secure on the wall. Everything you need to get this mounted and going is included. So you have your power cord, standard micro USB. Useful if you're going to tabletop it. Now they do include some power adapters. So the way that this is designed is if you wanted to put this in wall, you can get an electrician, a proper safety and secure box that converts this over and lets you plug this in wall and still have the micro USB that's coming out. Now I decided not to do that. I like working with PoE personally, so there's a group, you can find it on Amazon, you can find it on the internet, called Wi-Fi Texas, and they make PoE injectors that have a USB, a power, and a data cable, Ethernet cable coming off of a standard Ethernet line, network cable, so you can do low voltage through the wall, have the converter that has a USB port on the other end, and you just use a normal micro USB cable and you can power this. It's doing 5 volts just like any other Android tablet, and so far for me anyway, it's been working fine. And then you have your anchors and screws, get it up there on the wall. And then everyone's favorite, you have the user manual. All kinds of useful information to get you started on how to download the app, put it on the wall, don't put it on the wall, register for an account, and get started. Now what you're really interested in seeing is the actual unit itself. So here, my friends, is the Zipatile. I have the white version here. Like I said, it does come in black. It's a little difficult to see, but there's actually touch sensitive buttons that light up with background lighting that shows you that it's available for you to press. There's 3 on each side. You have the motion sensor, the camera at the top. It's an Android device. All the gadgets is in the back here, and then you have your dry contacts that you can use to power other actuators, relays, things like that. Now you can see here you've got a USB port that can be for, like I said, a USB to Ethernet. Or you have another micro USB port here, and that's for power. 5 volts, get it from the power brick, PoE, whatever. So the back plate does stick out like a kickstand, so you can just sit it somewhere and go on with it. Or the whole thing comes off, okay? And with that, you've got your mounting holes, so you can mount this to the wall. but it also has a channel going down here. So you can run your your power brick cable through here. You can still have it on the wall, just dangling in front of it. You can use a wire mold or whatever wire track, whatever you want to do to try to hide that. So you don't actually have to put anything in wall. You can. They provide the routing here. You can just have the power brick and the power cable hanging down below the tablet, plugging into the wall. Okay, Z-Wave Plus. Let's turn it on. And let's hope it doesn't press too long and I end up turning it off. There we go. So it'll load up Android. While that's going on, you can kind of take a look around it. You know, your contacts. You've got your, where's that here? You've got your power button, your volume rocker, and that's really the extent of the exterior buttons. And the tracks there for the back plate. It's pretty slim design. It goes on pretty snug to the wall too, so it's not intrusive, it doesn't stick out. So here's your registration screen or your login screen to access your account. You've got time, day, thermostat. Now here is the devices, the rooms, the scenes, and the favorite icon. So when you get this all set up, you have quick access launch keys here to get into specific parts of the program to make it easy access. But if you look at the menu, they've got an application for updating their apps. It's all over the internet, so once you get it loaded on there. Music player, you can do an SD card and load some music on here, and that can stream. The Zipato app, touch manager programs the touch buttons on the side. Clock, calendar, you can put in your email account. You can do a family shared calendar. So if you put this in the living room, you guys can work off the same calendar and reference those appointments and reminders. You know, calculator, that's pretty standard. Web browser and file manager. Now they give you access to the file manager and the web browser, which is really nice because if you know how to download applications for regular version of Android, like you would get the Google Play Store, you can put Skype on here, Sonos. You can try any other application. I personally try not to load too many extra applications on here because I want my tablet to be able to keep up with the Z-Wave, the Zigbee, the home automation without really overloading it and put a lot of extra information and tasks and things like that on there. So here it is. Now I will show you my tablet. Now this is the cool thing is if you use an Android tablet, it's the same interface that runs on the Zipatile. So multiple Androids, you can pick these up pretty darn cheap at any of the local stores or online. If it's only going to run the Zipato software to interact with your devices, get a couple cheap ones of these. Do not use the Amazon Fire devices. So the Amazon Fire tablets, since they don't have the Google Play services, you can't actually install and operate the Zipato app. So you do have to have that kind of functionality. But if you go to a big box store, anything with a Google Play services on it, you have that option. So you can navigate, if you can see very well on here, like here's a color changing bulb. So I can change right here from the app, the color. You got on off switches. Here I can activate the siren. I can use the screen, turn it on or off. Fan switches. You've got access to everything, motion, things like that. So whatever you have access to and you have devices joined on your tile, you can get from an Android device as well. Now they do have an iOS device, or iOS application. The application is being rewritten. The current version that's on there looks completely different than this, but they are redoing it. So iOS, it's not that you're completely out. You do have a different version of the app. It's fully functional. You can control your devices. It just looks different if you're using the tile. You may wonder, hey, what's up? Why does it look different? But they are redoing that. So iOS, Android, the tile, it's going to have the same user interface. It's going to look pretty good. Now, if you are interested, you did see an icon on there called the intercom. So the intercom is a paid upgrade. They have a pro upgrade option. So other than the intercom, you pretty much get everything right out of the box. There's some advanced features. So if you have the tile and the Zipa box, you can combine those into one virtual controller, and that requires a pro license. So if you have a really large home or you want to integrate multiple pre-wired security zones like doors and windows that were already wired, you can take use of that. You need the box. The box and the tile will pair together, and it'll allow you to control all that through one seamless integration. That does require that pro upgrade, but you also gain the ability of using the intercom. Now, they are constantly working on the intercom. The way it is right now is you have all your rooms, devices, tablets, it uses the SIP protocol, so you can tie it into doorbells and gate controls, and you'll see that on a buddy list. You tap to call. If somebody rings your gate or your doorbell with a compatible device, it'll actually ring your tile, and you can add a video of what's going on, and you can hit the button for unlocking the door or opening the gate or whatever have you. So if you're interested in some of those advanced features, I can do another video to show you the intercom functionality. But that is all for now. That is the Zipatile from Zipato. It is available on smarthomehq.net. Hope you check it out, leave some comments, and if you have any specific questions, I'd be more than happy to do any other videos for you. Thanks for watching.